Yeah, this is gonna be a steamroll from here on out. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it.
A scuzzer has been completely...
I guess it's if a scuzzer blows up in your territory is basically all it is.
A merchant ship has docked.
How come I have another roulette wheel? I don't know where that came from.
A merchant ship has departed.
Oh dear, that scuzzer's in a bit of a bad way. I believe that's the Starquake. Yep, you can see I have several segments that are blinking. I believe that's the Starquake we done got hit with. We're just gonna keep repairing this scuzzer, or hitting that scuzzer, and it's gonna keep getting fixed. It's pretty funny. God, 80 people. Wow, my force is really oversized. This is the way I tend to play a lot of games like this, though. I'm the type of guy who never plays real-time strategy games online because I hate rushers, and I always get accused of turtling too much, because I'm the kind of guy who loves to build a army that is so ridiculously oversized it's completely pointless, basically, and then go in and just completely, like, flatten the enemy to bits with no effort. That's just the way I always work. I'm gonna send these guys out here and take out his scuzzer forces.
A crime has been committed.
Oh, hey, or stop this guy from hurting my scuzzer. Yeah, that's a bad deal for you there, bud. There we go. He quit. We did it.
You are the only administrator left. The last opponent just took the quick route to the exit. So, with all your opponents gone, you should have no trouble in claiming the entire station for yourself. Administrator, sensors indicate an explosive
Okay,
device
so
being
apparently this is interesting. So apparently it still wants me to claim the whole station for myself. Even though I've killed all the opponents, it still demands
is in need of urgent repairs.
that I take the station for myself. Well, you know what? I have so much money now that I don't think this is going to be much of an issue. Wait a minute.
Criminal has been incarcerated.
Do I still have to breach this? Oh, weird. Oh, no. Well, not really. Okay. I just have to do the quick click breach.
A scuzzer has been a room is in need of urgent repairs.
Yeah, basically because his rooms were all degrading because he had no means to
A room is in need
maintain
of
them because I
repairs.
took out so much of his bots. So the majority of his rooms here are falling apart, which I find kind of amusing. But this is oddly satisfying. Let's just step through the deck and claim everything for ourselves,
Merchant
shall
ship
we?
has departed.
Even though we're getting all these urgent repair messages,
A
you know,
room is
kind of
in
whatever.
need of urgent repairs.
We're just gonna take this whole thing for ourselves. Yeah. I find it funny that this deck and their facilities appear to still be operating, even though, yeah, the facilities appear to still be operating, even though the guy to run them is gone, which is,
A room is in need of urgent.
I find that kind of funny. Well, my scuzzers are gonna be busy pretty much indefinitely, just going around and fixing stuff up, I guess, so. Well, there's that deck. So, shall we move forward? Yes, let's. Yes. Let's finish taking everything over. Breachy, 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 breach. Breachy, 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 breach. Oops, did I miss one? Forgive me. How inconsiderate of me.
Administrator.
And there we go.
Coming with the
Wow, look at all the notifications.
level, the station, and the galaxy is yours. Of course, I never doubted you for a second.
The galaxy
It
is
might
mine?
have sounded like it a few times, but that is what you beings call negative encouragement. With your
Negative
permission, I shall
encouragement.
open some yellow fizzy water, and we shall toast your ultimate success.
Indeed.
The universe is your Grulian oyster, and there are many stations you may administer if you choose. But now that choice is yours alone. Congratulations.
Well, I thank you, Val. You have been a fantastic, if somewhat snarky companion. Whoa.
Old pal alone.
Hey, bud.
What? You didn't recognize me? Anyway, I've got to congratulate you on your overwhelming success.
Thanks, man.
I've been cruising these space lanes for hundreds of years, and no one's ever been as good at running stations as you.
Aw.
You
Shucks.
never knew your parents, did you? Well, it is time for that to change. You see, I am not only your own doll, I am your father. Accept your destiny, join me, and together
That's not
we
true.
can rule a galactic
That's
trade federation.
impossible!
Don't get too excited now, as you are not yet to be a trade master like myself. Indeed, your training has only just begun.
So what you're telling me is you were ripping off your own kid this whole time?
Your first visit to this historical landmark.
That's pretty lame, isn't it, Arona? Well, anyway. So there we go, guys. This series took longer to do than I thought, and well, this last mission was a little crazy, but I hope you guys enjoyed this. I still love this game to death. It's, as you've seen, it's not without its flaws, to put it mildly, but it's just, I love the humor, I love the interface, I love just the whole aesthetic of it, the whole, you know, the goofiness and everything else. I just love this game. I think it's fantastic. So, I mean, look at this. Even the way they do their credits is fantastic. So we got a couple of little things here. Now, I said that I'm going to take a look around and see if I can maybe find if GOG has a community going for user-created levels. I honestly don't know if they do or not. I've heard such a thing, but I haven't checked. So if I can find any interesting community-created levels and scenarios to try, I may do that. I may grab one of those and do a supplemental episode or two. But I also have potentially another little treat. You may have seen one of the first names up there, Guy or Guy Simmons. I'm not sure which it is. I apologize. I think because he's British, it might be Guy Simmons, but he was one of the leads on this game, and I have actually been in touch with him because the Monkeyfoot website still exists and still has an email address on it that he checks. And he's a really busy guy. He actually still works in game development. But he has actually agreed at some point to do an interview with me to talk about this game and the history of Monkeyfoot and the production of this game and whatnot. I'm actually really excited for that because I really love this game, and it was pure chance that I was able to get a hold of him. It was remarkably easy to reach. But as I said, he's a very busy guy, and we're coming up on the holiday season, so I'm going to try to do that as soon as I can. And that will go up as its own separate video, but I'm not sure when yet. But keep your eyes open to the channel, and of course subscribe if you haven't. Hint, hint, because I'm going to be looking into that, and hopefully we can I can have a little chat with him. I'm really excited to do that, and I hope you guys are looking forward to it as well. He sounds like he could be a very interesting chat, so that's going to be pretty cool. I may even try to mess around with the multiplayer in this game at some point if I can find a couple of people to play it with. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did like this and want to give this game a try yourself, which I would really highly recommend because you can play it a bunch of different ways. And there is a sandbox mode as well where you can just sort of build out your own stations, kind of however you want. There is a GOG link in the description below all the videos in this series. If you click that link and purchase the game from GOG, a very, very, very tiny little piece of that purchase goes to support the channel. I would really appreciate it if you want to buy it that way. I mean, you can get the game other ways. It's on Steam. It's in some other places as well. But if you do want to get it DRM free from GOG.com, click the link in the description below the video and buy it that way, and you'll be helping me out a little bit. And of course, if you guys liked what you saw, please consider liking the videos and subscribing to the channel. It does help me out a great deal. I do have some other stuff in the chamber. I have some other games that I want to cover, and some other both Retro Flashback Plays ideas and also PXA Plays ideas. PXA Plays is when I do a more modern game, which is still not going to be my there he is, Guy Simmons, which is not my primary focus of the channel, but I am going to try my hand at a few of those, I think. So if you did like that, please consider doing that. It helps me out a great deal. The channel has been growing slowly. More slowly than I'd like, but it's getting there. So I'm glad you guys are digging what I make, and I hope to keep doing it for you. As time of recording, we're coming up on Christmas here where I live, and we're gonna, well, where I live, where probably everybody lives, but I'm hoping to film on location at the Tau City Way Station. But I'm gonna be taking a bunch of time off, and I hope to be able to do a bunch more recording as well. So it'll be pretty cool here, but yeah, this is still a great game, and I do hope you guys enjoyed it. This series hasn't been super popular, but the people who have liked it seem to be digging it. Arona Industries. So, like, even the credits in this game, it doesn't take itself seriously at all. I love it. So, yeah, that last mission was a long one, but we got her done, which is good. So hello to all on GG Dev. I don't know what that is. Maybe that's an IRC channel or something. So there's, you see, monkeyfoot.com. That site still exists. If you go there, it has a bunch of funny quotes from the developers over the history of the studio, which is kind of neat. I think it's great that they keep doing that. What's Wonga? Is that money? I don't know. Man with a stick. I presume that's the CEO. Oh no, he's bigger, so... Or are these guys from the, maybe these are guys from IDOS. It really bugs me that this game didn't do better back in the day. I think this would have done really, really well if it had been given a chance, but I remember that this game came out and just sort of landed with a thud. There was really no promotion for it, and only people who'd heard about it beforehand were really stoked to play it were the guys who actually went out and bought it, me among them, and that bugs me. I think this game could have been amazing, and Monkeyfoot clearly had some really cool ideas in the pipe on how to do stuff, and yeah, I really wish they'd been given a better chance. I think they could have had an opportunity to do some pretty amazing things, and they weren't really given the chance, which is a shame. But you can say that about a lot of video games, I guess, eh? But we shall see with that. Just gonna let these credits roll because I'm always about everybody getting their due. I did this series using their product. The least they can do is get their names displayed, right? I seriously don't know what half of these people did based on the... Phil Spencer? That's not the same Phil Spencer who's now running Xbox, is it? That would be pretty hilarious if it was. I know he's been into games for a while, but maybe he worked for IDOS at one point? That would be pretty interesting. I gotta see if I can... Hyping the game. Well, that's PR, I suppose. No offense, but you didn't do very well. But I do wish it... I may have to look around at some point and see if I can find the soundtrack for this game. Because it is really, really good, if not simplistic. It's pretty great. Cowboy with big and small sticks. Is that a penis joke? I don't think they'd be that mean. How many sizes of sticks were involved in making this game? Shooting holes in things. I'd be good at that. I presume that's QA lead? I would guess. Yeah. I'm telling you, man. If another game, either in this series or just another game like this came out today, like, I swear to God, if they If some of these ex-Monkeyfoot guys came out and said, hey, we're running a Kickstarter to make StarTopia 2 with modern technology and assets, I swear to God, I'd probably put down like $200 for that. I don't even contribute to Kickstarters much anymore, but I would pay a lot of money to see a game like, even a game like this come to pass. I would so love another game like this, but it's got to have like the humor and, you know, the methods to it. Definitely some streamlined interface, a little bit more modernized. Obviously that's key, but oh God, I would love to play a modern version of this. That would just make me so happy. I would just be in love with that. Oh my. I didn't even know that was there. Hey, the even-numbered sequels are the good ones. Well, this was pretty good, you know. Absolutely. Oh, that's too bad. I guess he did, didn't he? Look out for StarTopia 2. Man, that depresses me. They wanted to make another one and they couldn't. That sucks, man. Well, there we go, guys. That is the end. So there we are. Well, thank you all very much for watching. This has been a long series, but it's been a fun one. And keep your eye on this playlist because there may be either an interview video or maybe even some community-made mission videos later. We'll see what happens with that. But I very much look forward to it. And, well, I'll see you guys next time for my next play series. Thanks very much for watching. And, well, see you in space some other time. Take it easy.